What's up, y'all? IBO MMA here, and today there was a lot of fights just got announced. Two got announced by Dana, one got announced by the fighter. I mean, we'll get into that, but yeah, let's just get into it straight away. UFC Qatar got absolutely announced, and they actually cooked with this card. Let me see this.
We are headed to Doha, Qatar, November 22nd at the ABHA Arena. And the main event will be the number 2 ranked lightweight contender, Arman Tsarukyan, taking on number 6 ranked Dan Hooker. And as you know, Arman won 9 of his last 10 fights. He's got wins over Oliveira, Dariush. He's on a 4-fight win streak. The guy is a dangerous dude. He's taking on Dan Hooker, whom you guys love. And he's always looking for a finish, always in there to dog it out and fight his ass off. One of the most beloved guys in the sport.
Arman
He's on a
Tsarukyan
3-fight win streak.
versus Dan Hooker.
It's going to be former champ and number 1 ranked contender Belal Muhammad taking on the number 6 ranked Ian Garry. Muhammad went on an 11-fight win streak to earn the welterweight title.
They absolutely cooked with this fight. Absolutely cooked with the fights. My only question is, I feel like Ian Garry versus Belal, like, it's a really good co-main, but hopefully they make it 5 rounds. He didn't say if it's 5 rounds or not, but it probably is. Like, let's be honest, it probably is. But the thing is, like, I'm happy about it though, right? But let's just look at the cards that UFC has been doing, right? You got this one, absolutely amazing. Boom, boom, absolutely amazing. But then you got this one, bro. Then you got this one. The one in America is Bon Fim versus Randy Brown. I'm sorry, bro, but that fight is not. How are you gonna have Belal Muhammad versus Ian Garry on a co-main, but then also have this as a main event? Oh, the week before, right? The week before, Garcia versus Onana. I like Steve Garcia, but come on, bro. I'd rather have 2 solid main events than one just really stacked card, in my opinion. But I digress. Let's look at what else. Actually, wait, no. Let me just. I'm a bad YouTuber, bro. Let me just talk about the fights. Main event: Arman versus Dan Hooker. Honestly, I think this confirms a lot of things. First of all, Ilia Topuria is not fighting this year. Probably not. The only way he's fighting this year is if he's fighting Gaethje. Like that's the only fight that makes sense. I don't think Patty makes sense. I don't think so. So this pretty much confirms that he's fighting Gaethje, or he's not going to fight this year, and he'll fight Arman in the beginning of next year. Also, it's quite interesting because both of these fighters have been on hella long breaks. Arman hasn't fought since UFC 300, and Dan Hooker hasn't. Bro, that's actually crazy. Arman hasn't fought since UFC 300, and Dan Hooker hasn't fought since UFC 305. But Dan Hooker, like, broke his hand, though. What's with Arman? Dan Hooker broke his hand. Arman's just been eating, like, he's just been eating, bro. He's been eating, getting that build up. I don't know, but this fight's gonna be interesting. I feel like the build up is gonna be really good. Like, they're gonna say, "Oh my God, this fight's amazing." They're gonna go to war. But at the end of the day, I do think Arman his style just beats the style like Hooker. We've seen Hooker fight these grapplers, and he's not doing amazing. I think he lost his last fight, in my opinion, versus Gamrot. I think he lost that fight. So imagine what Arman's going to do to him. Even though I'm not saying Arman's better than Gamrot, or I kind of am, but, like, I'm not saying his grappling's better than Gamrot, but I just think the well-roundedness that Arman has, like, I do see it being trouble for a guy like Dan Hooker. Like, you can't rely on just the striking anymore unless you have, like, one-shot power to put guys out. But even then, like, Ilia Topuria, let's look at the champ. He might have one-shot power and he's been knocking out everyone, but his grappling is elite as well. His grappling is pretty elite from what I've heard, because we haven't seen much of it. But from what I've heard, it's pretty elite as well. So, very interesting main event. Co-main event. Well, the winner of the main event, Logi, is probably next for a title shot, for being honest, because just the division's not moving, and if there's fights booked, which actually there was quite a lot of fights booked for lightweight recently, You have Gamrot versus Oliveira. This fight, you also have Dariush versus Saint Denis. So you got 3 fights announced, but I think the winner of Hooker and Tsarukyan, I think the winner of that will get the next title shot, or at least they should get the next title shot, just because the division has not really been moving lately. Like, where is Gaethje? Where is Paddy? I mean, Holloway recently fought, but I know he got injured, so I'm not going to talk about Holloway much. But like, where are these fighters that should be fighting? Like, if you want to make your case to be the next contender, it's obviously not clear. Then fight. Like, why? That doesn't make much sense. But co-main event, which hopefully is 5 rounds. This comment here, co-main 100% decision. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Bro, Belal Muhammad finishes him in, I think, 13 seconds. Like, he does what McGregor did, but better. He does what McGregor did to an Irish. That's crazy. He's not doing that. Imagine that. Imagine if he did that. That's not happening. But another pretty, like, stylistically, it's pretty interesting just because they're both really well-rounded fighters. I do see this being a little boring, not because Belal is fighting, but just because they're both very, not hesitant, but like, I don't know. What am I going to say? Okay, I don't mean like hesitant. I just see them both, they're so well-rounded that nothing is going to really work for either, in my opinion. Well, we'll see, though. We'll see, though. Below striking kind of confusing me because, like, he outstruck Leon. He kind of went toe-to-toe with JDM for a bit. For more than a bit. But, like, you know, he was going at it with JDM. And Ian Garry, like, we just saw what he did to Prates. So who knows? If he can outstrike Belal, I think that sells his case as a #1 contender. But if Belal wins, that also sells his case as the #1 contender. I don't know. I think Belal might need 2. I'm not gonna lie. I think Belal might need 2 unless he gets a finish, but you never know. Maybe he will. All right. That's what got announced today by Dana White. By Dana White got announced. Also, you have Yuri Pro. I love Yuri Prohaska, so I will react to this.
This is like my own upgrade for the oxygen advantage breathing. The exercise for 40 seconds right now is like sprint without breathing. So no mouth breathing, no nose breathing, and everything has to be like closed. So that's why
He's sprinting without breathing.
I have to close my nose. So this is it. I'm fighting Khalil Roundtree.
Bro,
and he's very dynamic.
It's just funny, bro. Just the way that he's running, like, literally right in front of the USCPI.
I have to close my nose. So this is
He
it.
just goes straight from
I'm fighting
just
Khalil
standing
Roundtree,
just a straight
and
sprint.
he's very dynamic.
Yo, what's happening?
People love this man. This man is as
That's not the fight I wanted, bro.
This is like my Khalil Roundtree, and he's very dynamic.
I wonder how long that lasts. Sprinting without, I'm pretty sure that actually is pretty good for you. Like, I know a lot of athletes, they have like the oxygen mask where like it decreases your oxygen levels so that your heart pumps more. But I don't know about this though. Like, what's like the point of not breathing? Like, it's gonna last like 15 seconds and then like you just straight up just like like I don't know, but what is this? Damn. Algamad Chamalayev. Which one looks better? Bro, the dude on the left looks chopped. The dude on the right, he actually kind of looks better. Yo, Pereira should low-key rock that. Pereira actually should rock that. I'll invite him to Dagestan. Me and him will go to Dagestan. I'll show him around the farms and the training centers, and I'll wrestle with them. You know, I'm there with them in Dagestan. I'm literally right there. My name? Ibo Almanayev. Like, come on. Ibo Mayev. All right. Conor McGregor announced that he is fighting on the Whitehouse card in an interview. I didn't even know he had an interview. Conor Let's just watch the clip.
Support for the people
Is
of
this
Ireland.
a done deal?
Because we need.
Are you definitely? Is this a done deal? You're in. You
Done
made a
deal,
deal.
signed, delivered. It ain't a negotiation.
Wow.
It's a done deal, signed, delivered. McGregor
All right.
will compete in the White House for UFC's 200 for the America's 250th
Did you talk to
birthday.
Dana about it? Dana's got a.
Did you talk to Dana about it? Bro, that's kind of funny. I'm not gonna lie, bro. It's actually a valid question, though, because McGregor Loki just be like, he just be saying stuff. He really just be saying stuff. But for some reason, it's crazy. I feel like McGregor's like really good behind the scenes. Because like Dana White always he always be like glazing him, kinda. Not really. But like not glazing his like fighting skills. But like, I don't know. I was just yapping. I'm gonna cut that part out. I'm gonna cut it out.
To sign off, I would imagine. No.
Me and Dana are in constant communications. We've done incredible business together. I'm the highest generating fighter of all time in the Ultimate Fighting Championship.
That's true.
They've just signed a breathtaking deal with Paramount.
That's
Where we
true.
go to cable TV. $7.7 billion that deal was accrued for. And ready to rock, baby. Bring in the big dog, the Mac. The Mac G. Support for the people of Ireland.
Yo, Conor McGregor just announced literally urgently. This video was made 43 minutes ago. So breaking news: Conor McGregor fighting at the White House. But then again, who like brought this news? It was Conor McGregor himself. So I don't know if we could believe that. But I'm gonna believe it because I'm a content creator. So I'm gonna believe it. You know, you gotta believe everything you see. Guys, believe everything you see online. Everything, believe it. No, I'm playing. Unless it comes from me, don't believe it. But let me just go back over here. Don't worry, bro. I'm gonna edit all this stuff, bro. I'm gonna edit it out, like edit stuff out, make it watchable. Like, bro, I'll be doing that, bro. I'll be doing that. Me? I always be doing that. But nah, it's a little quick video today. Just a little news day, I guess. Just a quick little video. Gamrot versus Hooker announced. Co-main, Belal versus Brady. No, not Brady. Yo, what am I saying? I put Gary and Brady together. Belal versus Ian Garry. Just also got announced for the co-main event. Yuri is training via heart attack. Yuri is training via heart attack, and McGregor just announced that he is fighting on the White House lawn next July 4th. So, hey, W video. Make sure you like. I'm being serious. Make sure you like. Make sure you subscribe. Yes. And I'm out of here. IBO out.